Well, welcome back. This week's wheel that I need to fix isn't anything really new that you haven't watched me do before. So I'm going to go through the process of fixing this wheel, and I'm going to speed it up, and you'll recognize a lot of the procedures and the processes of it because you've seen me do it before. But what I'm going to do a little different this week is when I'm done, I'm going to go back through and talk about a few things that stand out to me behind the scenes, so to speak, behind the wheel. Some things that I look for and take into account, not only for the customer, but for the sake of the wheel. So let's go through and get this fixed, then we'll come back and talk a little more in depth about what's behind the scenes. So now we've got this wheel fixed. I want to back up a little bit and kind of walk you through some of the process of what I go through in my mind when I am approached to fix a buggy, a wheel, a wagon, or a stagecoach, whatever it is. Well, this particular email came with a request, can I fix a wheel? Well, this wheel, you can see, has been in a state of disrepair for some time. You see the 2x4 that's propped up between the tire and the wheel? Well, this isn't a wreck, this is a rot issue from being out in the weather for a lot of years. Well, this is just being used as a backdrop for pictures. So right off the bat, I'm beginning to understand that this wheel does not belong to an antique old original wagon, but this is a functional wagon at the most. And it is not something that has happened overnight. This amount of decay has happened over a long period of time, so I'm also beginning to get the hunch that this isn't a high investment project either. It's a backdrop for pictures. Enough said. So I realize this week's video is a little shorter than normal, but it brought up some issues that I thought I would like to address. That not everything is ideal. We have wheels like this that are functional. They really aren't all that fashionable, but they serve the purpose, both for the wagon and its intended purpose, and for the purpose of the customer itself. So sometimes we have to kind of make do, so to speak. We had a hub that was less than ideal. It wasn't worth the money to change the hub. The boxings don't fit. It's not worth the money to make the boxings fit. This is a static display. So I hope that was worth the video of itself. I know sometimes you think, well, I'd have done things different, but in this case, this is what really needed to be done. Next week we have a wheel that came in that also had some problems. It went through a wreck, and it had some issues in the hub also. A little different thing that shows up that I also want to address, and we'll get into that next week. So till then, thanks for watching.